Hello, African diaspora and his family. My name is Reneilwe Morema, and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News channel. I'm reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. The greedy white supremacists of South Africa are slowly getting rejected by other African countries. Now, Ghana government has taken control of a Damang Mine operated by South African mining company Gold Field. Gold Field mining firm is a South African mining company whose roots can be traced back to 1887 when Cecil Rhodes founded Gold Fields of South Africa Limited. You all know who Cecil Rhodes is, right? He was an imperialist businessman and politician who played a dominant role in Southern Africa wealth distribution. A racist man who helped prepare the way for apartheid by working to alter laws on voting and land ownership. He forcefully took our land, mined them of their resources, and shipped them all over Europe. He is the sole reason why there is a huge wealth gap between blacks and whites. Gold Fields was founded by Cecil Rhodes in 1886, and currently Michael John Fraser is the CEO. Anyway, the chips are falling because Ghana has assumed operational control of Gold Field Damang Mine after it rejected an application from the South African company to renew its lease. The government said on Wednesday, breaking a tradition of automatically renewing licenses and calling it a critical step in the country's economic reset. The government said its decision to take control was based on a series of regulatory and operational shortcomings, including Gold Field failure to declare verifiable mineral reserves in its lease renewal application and the absence of a required technical program detailing past and future mining activities. The Damang Mine's return to state oversight marks a critical step in Ghana's economic reset, ensuring its gold reserves directly benefit its citizens. The government said in a statement issued by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, which oversees mines. It said the decision aligned with policy moves to stop the neo-colonial automatic renewal of mining licenses in gold-producing Ghana, but reassessing in order to maximize national benefit. Gold Field's share price fell 6.3% on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange on Monday after the Ghanaian government had instructed it to cease operations and vacate the Ghana Damang Mine lease, which was set to end by the end of April this year. Can South Africa see what their friends in there by the West Africa are doing? The journey they have embarked on giving their people economical freedom. Traore sparked a movement that can't be ignored. Why are we rattled when white investors of South Africa are threatening to pull out if we don't include white political parties in the government of national unity, threatening us with the rand weakening? We seem to forget that we hold the cards in our hand. They need our resources. I can assure you, even if Julius Malema becomes president of this country, the investors won't pull out. They'll find a way to maneuver around Julius Malema or try to work with him, but pulling out entirely, that's not what they're going to do. They can't afford to lose us. The presence of white political parties in the ruling government makes it comfortable for them to keep on exploiting our resources. But I can assure you, put Julius Malema as president and they'll still be here trying to invest and exploit the resources. It will be uncomfortable, but they won't go anyway. So Ghana has kicked them out of the mining industry, and they're still begging to have diplomatic talks to try and restore or renew their mining lease. Pulling out of the Ghana mining industry is not an option for them folks. That's why they are willing to beg. South Africa needs to try it. Put Julius Malema as president and no one is going anywhere. Instead, they will beg, they will give up some of their share prices for the improvement of black people's lives just so they can keep exploiting our resources. What Ghana did is revolutionary. They have positioned themselves to control the terms and conditions of their mining sector to benefit the citizens of Ghana. No more mining our gold and exporting it to the European countries. No more exploiting our citizens. No more making yourselves rich at the expense of our citizens. No more exploiting our economy. No more exploiting the country's wealth to benefit you and your European friends. And what are they doing? They're not backing out. I'm sure they have told the Ghanaian government over and over again that if you stop the lease or you end the lease of gold field, then the investors will pull out. The investors will pull out. The Ghana currency will plummet. It will weaken the Ghana currency. And Ghana's like, you know what? Fine. Ended the lease. What are they doing? They're begging. Their tail behind between their legs, begging, trying to have diplomatic talks to resume their lease and their operation at Damang Mine. They're not leaving Ghana. They won't leave. Leaving is not an option for them, folks. As long as money and wealth is involved, leaving is not an option. So when they try to threaten us and say, yeah, if you put Julius Malema's EFF party and Jacob Zuma's MK party in the government of national unity, the private market sector will pull out, the investors will pull out, the rand will weaken. And you guys believe it, knowing damn well that all this country's wealth and resources belong to you. They need those resources to survive. Tina, we don't need them. They need us. So when they threaten about pulling out because we want black progressive parties in the government of national unity, what do they mean? Try it, guys. I can assure you. You put Julius Malema as president, they will still be here trying to have diplomatic talks with him, trying to maneuver ways to keep their investment going so that they can exploit our resources. They're not going to leave. The rand will not weaken. Trust me. Trust me, it will not weaken. They'll find ways to work with those black progressive parties that they hate. It's just that right now they feel comfortable because the DA is there to protect and promote their interest. That's why they're pushing for white political parties to be in the ruling government so that it can make them comfortable when they're busy exploiting our resources. That's all. They're looking for comfort. They're trying to avoid diplomatic talks with the hot-headed Julius Malema and the hard-headed Jacob Zuma. That's all. But if we put Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema in the government of national unity, they will still be here trying to invest. No one is going to pull out. The private market sector is not going to pull out. The investors, the foreign investors, they're not going to pull out. They're not going to pull out. The rand is not going to weaken. Our economy is not going to tumble. Try it. Why are we scared? Why are we scared? Why when they need us, we hold the cards in our hands? But you guys can see it because these politicians that are white supremacist stooges, that are white monopoly stooges, they threaten you every day with lies. Guys, get a book, read. Read about the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Read about the economy of South Africa, the growth, the transformation. This is a white-backed economy. That's why they're comfortable in spewing white lies, in spewing propaganda, peddling lies to try to scare you into obedience. Because what, you guys are not educated, you guys don't have the knowledge of what is happening in South Africa. Instead, they feed you lies on hating black politicians that are there to progress your lives. Black South Africans, you're in trouble. You guys think politics is about bad-mouthing Julius Malema, Jacob Zuma, Cyril Ram, all these black politicians. You guys think that's good politics? You think someone being a good political analyst is when they bash these black politicians and praise the white people and, speak big political jargon that you barely can understand, and you think that person is well educated and well knowledged, and you think that is politics because you refuse to take a book and just read and get yourself educated about what is actually happening in South Africa? Really? You guys come to my comment section and bash me when I speak highly of Julius Malema? Hi guys, come on. Oh gosh, Lenina, they're still going to play you. Ghana has tested that theory. Ghana has tested that theory. They're still there begging to mine at the Damang Mine that the government of Ghana has taken control of, nationalized. They're still there begging. Try it. Put Julius Malema into power, and you see they will still be here. No one is pulling out. The rand is not weakening. Read a book, man. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora.